What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Grabett Sports. Today we've got this beautiful green box right in front of me, and it is the 1990-91 season Skybox Series 2. You can see Michael Jordan on the front. I believe that's Reggie Miller there to his right. But I've been talking about this, doing this video, probably the last 3 or 4 videos prior, and it's finally here. So I'm super excited to open this box for you and with you guys. There's some great cards in here. As you can see in the background, I've got tons. I've got probably literally about 25 Gary Payton. I would say probably near mint to mint condition, all in the back here. So I was just trying to show you guys. We're going to try and get a hit or two to add to Mr. Gary Payton's collection. That would be fantastic. Make it number 26 or 27. But talking about Gary, there's other fantastic great rookies in this year, in this set, that we're also going to be looking for. We've got Mr. Glenn Rice from the Miami Heat, Derek Coleman, the big man himself. We also have Kendall Gill from the Charlotte Hornets. Shawn Kemp is Gary Payton's partner in crime on the court. And last but not least, Mr. Tim Hardaway from Golden State. And I think there's still some big names in this series, but the cards aren't worth, a pretty penny. The 3 top cards that we're going to be trying to pull out of these packs would be obviously Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, and Michael Jordan. So Larry Bird was a Hall of Famer in 2006, and Mr. Scottie Pippen was indicted in 2010. And I would say the GOAT, greatest of all time, Mr. Michael Jordan, was indicted in 2009. So super excited to start to open these packs, this box, for you guys right now. So let's get started. Nice and fresh. This has been sitting for probably years. I remember I picked up a huge box lot from this guy that I purchased online on OfferUp. I think it was Let Go at the time. I think there was maybe a dozen of these. Don't quote me on that, but there was a dozen full boxes. He sold them to me for like $100. And I even got, I was super ecstatic. And this is the last box that I'm sitting on. So as you can see, this is where all these Garys were pulled from boxes just like this. But I saved this just for poops and giggles, and now I just thought, you know what, I'm going to open it up for you guys and see what we can find. So hopefully we can get that Michael Jordan. That would be great. I've got tons of his. And the other cards that I was telling you about, let's go and try and get Gary Payton as well. So nice and fresh, nice and clean. We got 15 cards per pack. And let's pull these bad boys out and see what we can find. All right, so we'll keep this box. I'll put it right there. That should be fine. Good right there. Awesome. All right. Actually, you know what? We'll put it right there. That should be good. All right, guys. First pack. Let's see what we pull. I think I remember opening these a couple years back. They were kind of difficult to get these out of the pack, but let's see what we can do. Quentin Daly, Cliff Robinson. There's a Kendall Gill rookie right there. All right, let's do this. We're going to put all the money cards that we're looking for to the right. Just like other videos in the past, we're going to put all our Fame stars, non-money cards, just basic collectibles here that we're interested in. And the big hits we'll put to the far bottom right. Lenny Wilkins, Stacey King. So already got one hit. First pack, the hit we got was Mr. Kendall Gill from the Charlotte Hornets. That was a great season, a great year for those guys, picking him up. And then what followed was Big Mama, Larry Johnson, one of my favorite all-time players back in the day, and Felton Spencer, no. And then followed up with Mr. Zoe. Karl Malone will keep him. Alonzo Mourning. They had Muggsy Bogues come on. They had, who else did they have? who's that shooter? I can't remember at this time, but they were a solid team. They became a solid team in the early 90s. Oh, there we go, guys. There's our Gary Payton, just like the rest of them. So we just nailed what? Our third pack, we pulled the Gary Payton rookie card. That's a nice, pretty penny. These look pretty sharp. Truly, truly great condition. You can see just the, just the alignment of the card. It's very sweet. Awesome card number 365. So we'll keep that there. And before we do that, I'm just going to put him in a quick sleeve. Can't disrespect my man, Gary Payton. And there we go, another hit. Mr. Larry Bird. Not bad there. Dennis Rodman, of course, have to keep him. One of the all-time greatest rebounders in the game. A little bit has some issues up top, but I think overall he was a fantastic, great defensive player for the sport of basketball. Type of guy that you hated, but the type of guy you would have loved to have on your team. So very underrated for rebounds, in my opinion. I think he was probably one of the top 3 all-time rebounders in the game. Avery Johnson, I know that's his rookie, I think. It is not. Tony Campbell. Gary Payton again, another hit. Awesome. So we just knocked 2 Gary Paytons on pack 4. So pack 3 we nailed Gary Payton. Pack 4 we nailed Gary Payton. Let's put that in another sleeve as well. Pretty sharp, pretty cool. LA Clippers, Mr. Larry Bird again. Dennis Rodman again. I think we're lucking in, guys. It's pretty good hits. Well, normally, most of the time you're going to get at least one player card per one of these boxes. It's very rare that you don't, but to get 2 is even better. So I'm highly doubtful that we'll get a third Gary Payton, but that would be really cool if we could. Larry Drew. That card was bogus. There was nothing in that. All right. Horace Grant. I remember when he went, that was when he went to Orlando. And he had those big googly goggles on. Lionel Simmons, New Jersey. No. Tom Chambers. Another back-to-back poopy card. Let's go. All right. We hit 2 Gary Paytons right off the bat. Awesome. Let's try and get something else. Come on now. Drazen Petrovic. I think he was supposed to be one of the greats, but he didn't. Kind of a flopper. Didn't do much. Oh, we got a Derek Coleman right there, rookie. Awesome. Otis Thorpe. Charles Barkley, can't forget about him. Fantastic, great player there. Michael Jordan. There's a Michael Jordan. Beautiful. And look at, if you can see, that's not good. I can kind of see there's like a blemish there. I thought, that's strange. And look at that. Card number 41. There's MJ playing some golf, teeing off. 6'6", 200 pounds. You wonder why these guys can dunk or do what they do, right? It's like they're massive. And that's not even big. Like Jordan, that's like a mediocre size for a basketball player. You got these guys 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", and it's like, yeah, of course they're going to dunk the way they do or have the flight the way that they have, the hops. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, another Derek Coleman rookie card. Awesome. Charles Barkley again. And Michael Jordan again. Awesome. Del Curry. There was another great player that played for Charlotte back in the day. Del Curry. Charles Oakley. Maurice Cheeks. No. That's pretty good. We got 2 Gary Payton rookies and 2 solid Michael Jordans. One of them kind of had something on there, but a little schmutz, but I think it's okay. Los Angeles Lakers, Gary Grant Mike Dunleavy. There's coaching there. Yeah, head coach for the Lakers, Mike Dunleavy. He was a player back in the day. We got Mr. Irvin Johnson, which is a.k.a. Magic Johnson. We got to put him there in the Hall of Fame, great stars. Mitch Richmond, fantastic player. Have his rookie card hiding somewhere in the back of all my beautiful cards that I have his collection. I think it's only worth a couple bucks. Vlad Divac, I think that's his rookie year. This card's probably only worth like 75 cents, which is terrible because he was a great, great center. And, yeah. Anyway. Let's see what we can pull. We got Steve Kerr. I watched the doc on Michael Jordan, Steve Kerr. I guess they had a little mishap. They didn't get along too well throughout the season. But Steve Kerr, he's coaching now Golden, right? Golden State, the head coach. Fantastic shooter. Of course, the white boy himself, Mr. Steve Kerr. We got the Charlotte Hornets. Chris Jackson, wash up. Big name that didn't do much. Gary Grant, Mike Dunleavy, Magic Johnson again. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining me today, and whatever time of day it is for you, during the day or in the evening, welcome. It's always a pleasure to have everyone tuning in and checking out the videos. Akeem Olajuwon, the man himself. Akeem, not Hakeem, but Akeem. It's so funny how he changed his name. You know what? We got to keep Mr. Hakeem or Akeem put in a star pile there, of course. We got Sam Perkins. And Jeff Turner. Who the heck is Jeff Turner? I think the NBA, but I don't know who he is. And let's see. We got Buck Johnson. We got Robert Parrish. Old school, Mr. Old School, Robert Parrish. I think his rookie was the same year as Michael Jordan. 86. Dan Marley. He was one of the most hated players in the game. Mr. Dan Marley, always up in under people's skin. Sean Elliott rookie card too. I remember that. Sean Elliott again, just like the Vlad Divac, it's not worth much. Just probably 50 cents to 75 cents. Tyrone Bogues. It's so funny, all these names, right, guys? It's like we're so used to their names. Now he's a coach too, but Tyrone Bogues, and they call him Muggsy Bogues. We got Joe Dumars there, Hall of Famer. Oh, these cards are turning over now. Larry Smith checklist and Randolph Keys. Randolph Keys. Who the heck is Randolph Keys? Oh, there's another man himself. One of the greats, all-time greats. Indicted into the Hall of Fame in 2010, we got Mr. Scottie Pippen. Mr. Scottie Pippen. Always smiling. Him and MJ just destroyed. But you know what? It wasn't just these two. Don't get this wrong. You know, you got to think they had some fantastic players surrounding them, and vice versa. You know, who wouldn't want to have Scottie on their team or Jordan on their team? But again, it's just like when LeBron, he couldn't do it when he had nobody when he came into the NBA with the Cavs, and then he surrounded himself around other All-Stars, and look where he went from there. But this season that just passed there, Los Angeles was a big wash up there. Don't know what happened. It completely fell apart. But on to the next cards here. We got Mookie Blaylock. I believe that's his rookie. He was a really good point guard. I think he got traded to Atlanta, and that's where he kind of did his prime. But that's Mookie Blaylock's rookie. Mr. Rick Smits. Reggie Miller, of course, you got to throw him in there. One of the greatest all-time three-point shooters in the game. Obviously, can't beat Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry outdid him this season. Unbelievable. You got Eddie Johnson, Roy Hudson. I don't know who the heck that is. Next pack we're opening here. We have Kevin Johnson, another great point guard there. Jeff Hornacek. Isaiah Thomas, another Hall of Famer, fantastic player. Nick Anderson, I believe that's his rookie too. Didn't do much, another wash-up. B.J. Armstrong, semi-decent point guard. Brad Daugherty, Remember, he played for the Olympics. Just a big man. Look how tall he is. What? Yeah, 7 foot, 250 pounds. Like, come on, man. Like, you just wonder, you know? Like, that's not average for somebody to be 7 foot, 250 pounds. You know? But anyway. There's Tyrone Bogues, Mr. Muggsy Bogues again. We got Joe Dumars again. I'm going to flip these cards over, see what we get. Larry Smith, checklist. Detlef Schrempf. He was a good player. I think he did better when he was with Seattle Supersonics, when he went with Kemp and Peyton. A little bit further down the road, but Vernon Maxwell. Like, look, Vernon Maxwell, 6'4", 188 pounds. Still a tall guy, man. 6'4". And one of the Twin Towers, we got Mr. David Robinson. Of course, got to put him in that pile. One of the best to play the game for the center position. We got John Stockton, another fantastic player. Him and the mailman, Karl Malone, used to tear it up. Used to give MJ and Scotty the treatment back in the day. Always give them a run for their money. But couldn't finish because it was pretty much just them. You know, the Jeff Hornacek, Scottie Pippen, and the mailman Karl Malone. I think they had Greg Ostertag, or maybe that was years after. Let's see what we got. We're pulling here. We got Steve Kerr again. Chris Jackson. We're not hitting much now, guys, but we'll keep trucking. We'll keep going. We'll see what we get. It's always funny when you open up a pack that's kind of like misput together, or the glue's off, or it's kind of open. I always find there's something involved in those packs. So let's see what we can pull. Or maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Watch me be wrong. And I am completely wrong. Wow, I'm just looking at this. Look at this card. You probably can't see it. It looks like the gold is kind of fading on the right side. But that's just a common card. But it's all good. All right, let's see what we got. We got Dana Barros. Chicago Bulls. Kevin Gamble. Dennis Scott. Another player that didn't do too much. Mark Price. Mark Price was a great free throw shooter, great shooter himself just in general. We got Mr. Patrick Ewing. Obviously got to put him with the greats. Ron Seckley. Hershey Hawkins. Phil Jackson. Look at Phil with his stash there. Let's see what we got. That doesn't show much. Phil Jackson. All right. Larry Nance. He's old. Yeah, 6'10". What the heck? Stacey King. Scottie Pippen again. Lovely. Love it. Love it. Mookie Baylock rookie. Rick Smits. I think Rick Smits rookie was in 89. And Mr. Chris Mullen. Great player there. Him and Tim Hardaway. Hey, we haven't hit a Tim Hardaway yet. What's going on? There we go. Mr. Tim Hardaway, just talking about it. Funny. Awesome. So we got Tim Hardaway there. Rookie card. Dominique Wilkins to follow. Pretty decent pack so far. James Worthy, yeah. Not bad. James Worthy. Good pack. Chris Mullen, James Worthy, Dominique Wilkins, and rookie card of Tim Hardaway. Lionel Simmons. Tom Chambers. David Robinson again. Charles Jones. John Stockton again. Gerald Wilkins. And that's Clyde the Glide, Mr. Drexler right there himself. And we're just banged out a Glenn Rice rookie card. You can tell it's off center. It's a little bit shorter up the top than it is on the bottom. But still always nice to have Mr. Glenn Rice rookie card. Mark Aguirre, AC Green, Manute Bol. There's a tall guy. I'm not going to keep him, but I'm just going to show you how tall this guy is. If you guys aren't from the 90s or not familiar. Mr. Manute Bol I think was one of the top 3 tallest basketball players that ever played the game. So this guy's 225 pounds. And listen to this, he's 7'7". I don't know what part of country, or again, the country is in the continent of Africa, but this guy was not a good basketball player, but obviously he was a great shot blocker. He was just a big string bean with basketball shoes. 7'7". It's too big. It's like Yao Ming. It's too big. But Yao Ming had skill. There's a huge difference. All right, guys, we're going into Del Curry, Charles Oakley. Nothing showing on these packs. Raw checklist. Nothing on that. We're about just a little bit over halfway done. Again, thanks everyone for joining. Hope everybody is doing well. And there's a nice hit there. We got Mr. Reggie Miller. One of the greats. Larry Brown, Sam Perkins, Scott Skiles. There was another underrated player. Didn't have too many guys that surrounded him. He was a good shooter. Feisty little player. Scott Brooks. Andrew Lang, Avery Johnson, Rod Strickland, Tony Campbell, and John Morton. There was a bump back there. We're not doing too well, but we're doing okay. I'm happy we already busted out. We knocked and hit 2 Gary Paytons and 2 Jordans right off the bat, so I'm pretty happy with that. And we've got a couple Hall of Famers here, a couple rookies there. Mitch Richmond, Val Divac again, Danny Yang, another great shooter, huge big-time great shooter. Bernard King, Chris Morris. We're looking at what we got. We've got about 9 packs left. This is number 9, dropping down, counting down. Casey Jones, Scott Skiles again, Kenny Smith. Look at Kenny Smith. Look how young Kenny Smith is. You see him now commentating online, or on live TV, excuse me. And even Kenny Smith's not like, he looks like a small guy sitting at the desk. The guy's 6'3" for free. Jeez. He is skinny though. He's 170 pounds here. This is 89 or 90-91. 6'3", 170 pounds. That's a skinny dude. But all right, let's keep going. Cliff Robinson, great player. Kendall Gill, rookie card right there. Perfect. Awesome. Pack number 8. Counting down. Detlef Schrempf. Vernon Maxwell. Rex Chapman was another guy I was trying to think of before. He was decent. Good outside shooter. Yeah, 6'4". Mark Jackson. Look at Mark Jackson. Yeah, he looks like he's got his old school. Look at his neck, turtleneck with his black leather jacket. Crazy. Willie Burton, Orlando Magic, and John Paxton. All right. We got J.R. Reed, Charles Smith, Sean Kemp rookie. It's a nice one right there, but if you can see, it's off-centered, pulling hard to the left, very short to the right. But always good to have Mr. Sean Kemp, fantastic player. Rookie card there. Danny Manning, Ron Harper, let's see, we got Bill Cartwright. Bill Cartwright's like the episode from Seinfeld when they're waiting at that Chinese restaurant in Seinfeld. Or Jerry and Elaine and George are waiting and they're starving, and George's girlfriend is supposed to call, and the Asian guy is like, Cartwright. They already left, so they missed their table. Anyway, stupid. Sorry guys. I know my humor is not fun, but Steve Johnson. I just flashed back from that Seinfeld episode. We got nothing in this pack. And nothing in this pack. All right, down to our last 4. Can we get greedy and try and pull a third Jordan or a third Peyton? Can we do it, boys and girls? Manute Bol again, Mr. 7'7" himself. Can we do it? Can we pull another Gary Payton rookie or a Michael Jordan player card? Third last pack, we got Will Perdue. Tyrone Hill. I don't think so. I can just tell from the players that we're skimming through real quick on these packs. They're not the same as they were when we first opened the box, and that happens. Jeff Malone. Yeah. I think we might be out of luck, guys. Last pack. Skybox Series 2. 1990, 1991 basketball, and here she is, James Worthy, and nobody. We have lucked out on the last pack trying to get something else, but let's see what we pulled. So we've got some good Hall of Famers here, some great stars here. I think we did well there. Let's take a quick peek. So Reggie, Clyde, John, Robinson, Wilkins, Ewing, Stockton, Robinson, Isaiah. Where's Miller? Miller. We got Hakeem the Dream, Olajuwon. We got Magic. We got Barkley. We got Rodman, the rebound man himself, and we got one card of the mailman, Mr. Karl Malone. So those are the hits that we got out of this box. We got Rodman, Clyde Dressler, we got Reggie Miller, we got John Stockton, David Robinson, Wilkins, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, and Karl the Mailman Malone. And let's see the cards. So we got Sean Kent's rookie, Kendall Gill's rookie, Glenn Rice rookie, Tim Hardaway rookie, Scottie Pippen player card, Derek Coleman rookie again, Larry Bird player card, Larry Bird player card, and Kendall Gill. And we've got the 2 Jordans and the 2 Gary Payton rookie cards. Not too bad. I think these boxes go for anywhere from $40 to $60, maybe a little bit more online. But this is what you'd pull from this series, from this year, from this set. It's not bad. So I'm happy that I'm going to get to put these 2 Gary Paytons in with my 25 others in these pre-screwed in slabs. Put with my collection. Obviously, I'll put these with my Jordan collection. I don't know how many Jordan cards I have. Well, one day I'm going to go and make a video on all my great players. And no, to everyone out there, I do not have a Michael Jordan rookie. Still hunting, still searching. Love to have one, but no, I don't. But I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Michael Jordan, different years, different cards. He's a special player. I've always respected and enjoyed watching him growing up as a kid, and even in his retirement of what he's done. But enough of that. So this is it. This is what we pulled. Appreciate everyone joining and tuning in. I hope you had a great time, just as much as I did. And we will be back for another video coming soon. And everybody take care. And thanks very much for watching Grabett Sports. We'll see you soon, guys.